Hi, I'm your son America Shadis in here with another episode of Dark Theory USA. Uh, I'm once again here to talk about this time about the market. The market, when it turned, it went up 12%. At least the Nasdaq was 12%, and everything S&P 500, and so many people were excited and so many people were upset. And I'm gonna talk about the both sides, and then I give my opinion, especially my opinion as a Trump supporter. It's not probably something that you guys want to hear, but it should be discussed. Look, guys, it's, I mean, at this point, we have to call it, we have to talk about that. If right now we don't talk about it, it's not even 90 days since President Trump got to the office. If we don't talk about it right now, like, I mean, maybe soon it's going to be late. And what happened today was like after a few days of just keep going down because of those tariffs, that reciprocal tariff, that it was going down, the whole index, the market, US market, the Nasdaq and S&P, reciprocal tariffs was based on basically something fair. We're gonna tax you half of what you're taxing us, and it's based on the trade deficit. And he said that if you don't retaliate, we will reward you or something like that. And well, what happened was, so in those days, everything went down. Crypto, market, everything. Even the guy who's in he has a page Barstool. Man, he was saying he was down $7 million, and I think Adin Ross, also the influencer, he was $7 million down, and then man, it's just horrible. It's just something that, man, I don't know. It's very controversial what I'm about to say, but I have to say it anyway, because if not now, then when? It seems, even though I hate to say that, but I somehow, like, I am entertained with the idea that Elizabeth Warren, aka Pocahontas, or even Chuck Schumer was talking about that. Maybe there was a market manipulation, maybe that was insider trading, because 24 hours before, right now, I'm talking about like today's 9th April, and everything happened today, right? And what I didn't like about it was like President Trump in 9 a.m. in 9th April today, he said that it's a good time to buy. And then in 12 p.m., like a few hours later, he put a pause on those tariffs that he put on other countries. And he said to other countries, don't retaliate, we will reward you, blah, blah, blah. And China decided to retaliate. So China added to 36% tariff, and United States says 104% tariff, like it escalated. And also China came with the 84% tariff. So China didn't fold, and now it is economic war. And what Trump did was like, we're gonna pause the tariff on every country except China. For China, not only gonna continue, but it's gonna be raised for 104%, which is kind of scary to think about that. But my problem is, President Trump said that, and everything went back on to where it was in the beginning. So last week, today, Wednesday last week, he announced those tariffs to other countries, right? And everything has started to go down. And then today, 12 p.m., when he said that he's going to pause it for 90 days, everything went back up where it was last week. So basically, it was kind of like a dip, like kind of like a U shape, from Wednesday last week till Wednesday today. But actually, it wasn't exactly like a U. It went down, down, down. It was more like a V, something like that. Because everything that we lost in last 5-6 days, we have to count the business days. We gain it back in only one day. So man, we have to ask ourselves, what was the point of all those tariffs? Now, who did we want to please? Was it for American family? Was it to bring back jobs? What was the point? But many people were saying, well, those tariffs were to bring back jobs. So why did he put pause on it? Which one is it? If he stopped that, it's the art of the deal. If he continues, oh, he's bringing jobs back. Also, which one is that? Well, because when he paused, that means nothing happened. That's the worst thing that could happen. Like, seriously, guys, I'm kind of pissed, to be honest with you. And I will tell you why. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, that was like a, they have to report that if they are trading stocks. It was like she bought so much stock yesterday. What did she know that we didn't know? And then second, President Trump said it is good time to buy. Why would you even say that? It's not your job. You are the president. You know what I'm saying? You are not our mentor. And why would you even listen to you? You have been saying everything gonna be better, but it just got worse. It's not like every time that he gave us signal, everything got better. In the last 2 months, he has been saying everything gonna be better, everything gonna be great. Oh, we're gonna have the convention for the crypto. We're gonna pass a law for the cryptocurrency, for the Bitcoin, for this, for that. But after that, it goes down. Like, it's not like every time that he was giving signal, it happened. And also, like 9 a.m., you said that in 3 hours you started to pass that, like pause that tariffs. What if somebody was sleeping? What if somebody was at work and didn't look at it? You know what I'm saying? It's not like nobody has a job. Your job is to be on the White House and post, but what if somebody didn't see it? What if somebody was too busy? What if somebody, when you said that, said, okay, when I come home, I will think about that? What if somebody was too busy at the work that couldn't even look at his phone? What about them? So it's not like you gave it 24 hours or 48 hours so people had the time to decide. At 9 a.m. you made the announcement, and 3 hours later you put a pause on those tariffs. So it's not like you helped that much. And even, why should we even listen to you like for 2 months every time that you say, oh, it's going to be better, it just got worse? What is you didn't say that, oh, I'm going to have the big announcement, so we were ready, like we were giving like maybe, just maybe something good is going to happen. Nobody expected you're going to cave, you're going to fall. Because come on, we have to call it out. Why should we call it? No, really. What should we call it? So it's enough. All the countries that are ripping us off. For 30 years, I have been saying that. And then you make an action. It hurts, it bleeds. But okay, let's go. And I said, no, just kidding. So this just kidding put a panic into the market, and so many people sold it. Why shouldn't they? It's not like everything is going better in last 2 months. It's not like everything was going, oh, why did you panic? It was just a spike. Everything, like if you look at the chart, if you look at the market, it's a not bullish market, it's a bearish market. So of course it's gonna get worse. Like anyone would think it's gonna get worse. So with this type of mindset, madman style, only American people gonna lose money, and then only one who gonna gain money are the rich people. Like he was bragging about that. He said, one of my friend, and he pointed out he made $2 billion. Yeah, of course I would make $2 billion if I was sitting next to you, if I had access to those information that your friends have. The Chuck Schumer wants to investigate. He has to investigate. He really has to investigate. As a Trump voter, it's very sad to say. It's kind of like market manipulation. It's like insider trading. What did Marjorie Taylor Greene knew? What did she know that? What did Marjorie Taylor Greene know 24 hours before Trump put a pause on those tariffs? Allegedly, the chart that I saw buying all those stocks. How did his friend make $2 billion in one day? And he was bragging about that. That's corruption. To Biden's credit, yeah, he was corrupted, his family was corrupted, but he didn't steal money from the people. He stole money, he used his power to get money from China and Ukraine. So he made money based on his position from China and Ukraine, not from me. But what happened today was just taking money from American hard workers and give it to the billionaire. Probably people who are in his inner circle. Because think about that, if I have the power of the president, if I have the power of the Trump, and with every stroke of the pen, I can pass the law and I can change the flow the way that I want, then whoever has access to me, whoever knows what I'm gonna do, gonna make money. That's evil. That's evil. Like even Biden was corrupted, but the way that he was corrupted was just using his leverage to make money from Ukraine and China, but making money from American people. What is honor in that? What is dignity in that? What is pride in stealing money, putting hands in people's pocket? Oh, I said that 3 hours before everything gonna be okay, you go by. What if somebody didn't like you? What if somebody wasn't paying attention? What if somebody was sleeping? What if somebody was sick? What if somebody was too busy to look at his phone? What about them? You made the market to look like one of those Black Monday. One of those times that, like we were going to recession, everyone was talking about the recession. Of course they would panic. They would say, let me cash out my stocks, my assets, before I lose more money. Yeah, of course, billionaires wouldn't care. They're holder. They don't care if it is up, down. They sell whenever they want. They buy whenever they want. But with somebody that all of his saving or her saving is in that money, and you stop it, and you do you put some crazy policy that it goes down, and in the end, what? No, really, what? They sell it so your billionaire friends, they can buy it? Is it America first? I'm a nationalist. There's nothing nationalistic about stealing money from your people and giving to your billionaire friend. There's nothing proud of. Nothing. I'm nationalist. I love America, and I think there's nothing like when you started the war, I said we're all gonna get hurt, but it's worth it because we're gonna bring jobs back. But if you put the pause in it, so only you make the panic people lose money to make your billionaire friends happy, to make your donors happy. That's just, I don't care what is your political affiliation. I don't care what is your political party, but this is evil. If it happened to be true, and I mean, it's so disappointing. I'm saying either you shouldn't have folded, you shouldn't have caved, and you had to go all in, or you shouldn't have started this stupid game in the first place to make market panics and people lose their money. One, either go all the way in or don't stop that stupid thing. You go half the way through and you backed out and you call it like out of cowardice and you call it art of the deal. It's not art of the deal. It's a corruption. Is manipulating the market, is insider trading. Seriously. And I'm not afraid of anybody. I just tell the truth because I love about America. I'm not worshipping anybody. Only thing that I care is this flag. See? United States of America. As a nationalist, I should care about my people, and people got hurt. You reverse that, but the damage is not undone. It's not like people could get their money back. Everyone lost money. So a couple of your friends could make more money because they had access to information. They knew that what you're going to do. Some of your friends started to buy stuff 24 hours before. What did they know that? Because, for example, think about that. It was beginning of the bearish market. It was just going down. So it doesn't make sense to say, oh, I saw that everything was down, so I bought that. No, bro. It was just beginning of going down. It could go way lower than that. Why did you buy exactly before he started? And also I saw some videos like the volume of long option, long futures, like 10x, 10x times 10, 10 minutes before he passed that law. What is that? What is that, really? Like 10 minutes, what did those people know that the volume of trading 10 minutes before he passed that law, it got 10x. What did people know that what's going to happen in 10 minutes? So people around you, bro, come on. Was that America? And he expects us to cheer him on for stealing money from the American people, hard workers? You were shaking the market, so people lost their money because they got panic, and you gave it to your billionaire friends, and you call it America first. There is no dignity in that. It's just pure evil and corruption. And I'm really calling this administration out for that. Besides every other wrong thing they have done, every move that they have done, from where is full JFK file release? No, it's not. 80,000 pages, but it's not all. Some of them, they are not released yet. 9/11. Jeffrey Epstein's client. And then primary Thomas Massey. The one that we wanted Trump to be like Thomas Massey, and you're trying to primary him. And then two other, Lindsey Graham, endorsing Lindsey Graham. Okay? And then spending $3 billion on Houthi in Yemen, bombing tents. Okay. No mass deportation. No mass deportation. Nothing. Not even close. All right. Banning free speech with the law, anti-Semitism law. Even I don't know what it means. Every day they are defining new things. Or this today, right now, if you criticize Israel, is anti-Semitism. And deporting legal students instead of deporting illegal immigrants with the criminal records. Now the focus is on legal students on the visa and green card holders for criticizing Israel. And anything that we don't like to hear, we call it pro-terrorism. Isn't it exactly what we have been blaming left on? That was just pure evil. That was just, and then trying to deport a citizen of United States to El Salvador. You know how it is dangerous. You know that, right? Let's put it in that way. Let's say Democrats get in power, and somehow, like Letitia James type of thing, they come and find him guilty, convicted felon, and they say, oh, he doesn't deserve to be in America, and deport Trump to El Salvador. Isn't it crazy? Everything, tables can turn. And he wants to change the constitution to go to what? To fight for the third term. Man, you're ruining the country in the first 90 days you got to the office with all those knowledge and experiences inside that you got from the previous term. And you're thinking with the third term? Like third term like this? More of this? Are you serious? Interest rate didn't go down. I know it is not up to him, it's up to federal, but you are doing something to make him force them to. Everything, man, everything that's happening is against American value. It's against America first. We didn't vote for this. And right now, cherry on top, bring down the market. Regular people that they are not billionaires, unlike his friends, so they cannot hold. It is all they have. so it's better to lose right now than lose more later. They sell, and his billionaire who have access to those information, few minutes before he goes out and announce that, the volume of longings went to, like long trades went 10x. The volume got 10 times more. And he was even bragging, said, this guy made $2 billion. I could make $2 billion too if I was next to you, President. If I was next to you, if I had the same information, access to the same information as your friends that you're bragging about. It's not like he was super smart. He just had access to information. He's just cheating the market. And all those people who lost their money, for what? For what? You paused it. So no jobs is coming back. It's not like they did anything. We just paused it. Like I threatened to do something and I said, well, not today. So what was the point of that? To just make a W, to just make a V in the market, so your rich friends can get richer? That was the whole point. Because I'm saying either go at full war and bring jobs back. The surgery comes with bleeding, so there is a little bleeding, but in long term we are gonna win. Or don't do that, so don't destroy the market. One, but you destroyed the market and also you didn't bring the jobs back. I never thought that one day I would agree with Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas to say that's too shady. We have to go investigate. I don't like that. I don't like that. Buy the dip. But since you came to the office, since Trump is in the office, buy the dip is like what? We have had 10 dips. Which buy the dip? It's like, oh, I told you. If that's the case, every time the market is going down, I say buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. So eventually you're going to run out of the money, right? And eventually it's going to go back up. Oh, so, oh, I told you so. What if somebody didn't have enough money? What if already they put all the money in the 401k in their investment and they didn't have any money to buy it? What if? Like, can somebody explain to me? So it only helped the rich, only helped the billionaire. I used to say, oh, these Democrats are a bunch of losers. Always they say he only cares about the billionaires, trillionaires, only cares about his rich friends. I said, no, come on, he cares about us. He literally stole money from us and gave it to his rich friend. I'm saying, if you did it for America, you shouldn't have caved. And if you wanted to cave, why did you start this stupid dirty game? Hawk 2 pump and dump style dirty game. To make people panic. Because I would have confidence too if I had so much money. I would have confidence. I wouldn't care. If I have $1 billion, I buy right now, I buy tomorrow, I buy next week. I don't care how much it goes down. I have enough money to support it. But if somebody already bought that and it's going down and sees that, oh, we're going to go to the recession and it's going to get even worse, and sell it, and as soon as they sell it, you buy it and then you bring it back up. And all the people around him, we have to see who made fortune. People around him who made so much money. Marjorie Taylor Greene, at least we know that she bought so many stocks 24 hours or 12 hours, 24 hours before Trump put a pause in the tariffs. And then what is the end game? Just like in Mexico and Canada, threaten, put the tariff, pause, put the tariff, pause. It's just so evil. I cannot even believe that. I was so excited about this administration, and look at here. We are reverse Robin Hood. We are getting from the regular American hard worker families and give it to his rich billionaire who have inside, who have information, who have access to information, like insider trading, and now at verge of war with Iran, despite all those negative comments that we are sending, hey, we don't want to go another war. And then the whole reason that he got elected was because he was campaigning on peace. And now we are going at war with Iran to make our greatest ally happy again, get what they want. This unpredictability, this uncertainty makes people don't know what to do. And they're gonna make any decision they make, they're gonna lose. And it's all on Trump's fault. Because either you come and say, hey, listen, I'm here for the trade war. Maybe for 1 year you're gonna see the pain, but in long term it's gonna be okay. Man, day by day, second by second, I'm getting more angry. Second by second. That is one of the most anti-American. More like after the arresting green card holders for for expressing their opinion, like destroying First Amendment. This was the second betrayal of this government. Acting like they care about the people, put the tariffs on other countries to bring jobs back. So we say, okay, surgery comes with the bleeding. That's fine. In the long term, it's going to help the family. And while it is going down and people are going to lose their money to stop the loss as soon as possible, him and people around him make fortune, make billion. And he even brags about that. Oh, this guy made billions of dollars. This should be investigated. I really hated for all those impeachment that they had against Trump, but this time if there goes with impeachment, as a MAGA supporter, as a Trump supporter, I will support impeachment of him. You know how many people lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, over millions of dollars together combined? But it's not normal. $10 trillion get wiped out from the market in 5 days, and $10 trillion goes back up. It's not normal. If it is what you believe, do it. If it is not what you believe, don't shake the market so people panic and sell. I said, I told you don't sell. Yeah, for the last 2 months you have been saying everything gonna be better, but it just got worse. Why should they have trusted your word today after all those wrong signals? Your son, Eric Trump's, every time buy the dip. It just kept dipping, going down. Eventually, one time it's going to turn around and say, oh, I told you so. Yeah, but you told me so 10 more times. And every single time that you say, oh, it's going to get better, it just got worse. And especially right now, we were on the verge of the recession. Of course, people would panic. That is all they have. That's all their life saving. I'm going to act like it's normal? No, really. We're going to act like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like we were complaining about the Biden's corruption, his family's corruption. That's different level of corruption, because at least their corruption didn't steal people's money. They stole it from Ukraine and China. Man, stealing from the people, there's no honor in that. And let's see. Like, there should be accountability. Like, I totally understand why people hate Trump right now. At this point, I totally understand. I really see, because everything they were saying to me, and I was saying, man, you're playing victim, you're wrong, he's not that, you're just exaggerating. Maybe they were exaggerating 2016, but right now it's happening. That is a fascism, when you don't let people criticize a foreign country. It's fascism. Fascism means I am the law. I tell you what to do, what not to do. I dictate everything. I'm above the law. The law says you can express your feeling. No, I decided your expression of your opinion is not included in freedom of speech, which it is. So deport. So that was a fascism. Check. Doesn't care about the regular American families and care only about his billionaire friends and donors. I said, man, he lost so much money for this country. Now, look, made the market the way that every sane, not insane, sane people, is every sane person that says that it's a bearish market is going down and the tariff's going to continue and it would take 1 year until all the jobs come back in here, so the effect of the tariffs would be neutralized. It would take 1 year. So for 1 year, it's going to go down. So I better, like, stop it right now. And they sell it. 48 hours later, it goes back up. Everything went down. And listen, I'm not talking about the 1%, 2% to say, oh, you were panic selling. Listen, it was from 28th of March till 25th, sorry, my bad. From what was it? Yeah, from 2nd April, my bad. From 2nd April to 7th April, 14% it went down. In 1 day, 12% it went back up. 14% in 4 days is a lot, man, for NASDAQ. And 1 day, 12% is even a lot. It's so shady. Was it like Hawk 2 style pump and dump game? With hard worker American families? Because I'm saying, if you really believe other countries are ripping us off, why are you caving? Why are you folding? Keep going. It's going to be painful, but it's worth it. It's necessary. It's not even okay. It's not even good or bad. It's necessary. But you do that, people lose their money and say, yeah, okay, we are going at war. You go at war, and then you come back, and then you say, oh, just kidding. You go at war to get ready, because you have to sell. Because if you are going at war with other countries, it means I have to sell, so I have cash in my hand. So when everything goes very down and everything gets better, then I start buying, right? But in that case, hey, we are going at war. Get ready. So everyone sells before everything goes even lower than it is already. After 8 hours later, boom, it goes up where it was before announcing the tariffs. So it was just a joke. In 1 week, you tank the market. So your billionaire friends that happen to be Jewish, most of them, and they have dual citizenship with Israel, they get billions of dollars, and they go back up 12% in 1 day. Hey, man. The most disappointing part is we elected Trump so he would fight this level of corruption, that level of censorship. It's so sad, man. It's just so sad. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like. Still, I have the MAGA hat, Make America Great Again, but so far we haven't seen anything. If it changes, if it says, well, you know what, I'm gonna make it better, then we can have a conversation. But so far, we have seen nothing. Like, that was the worst 3 months of a president, at least since I have been in the United States. Like, Biden wasn't as disappointing as him. It's just so wrong. It's just so disappointing. Everything. Tulsi Gabbard, bomb. Kash Patel, bomb. Robert F. Kennedy, idiot. He's trying to fight the health crisis, biggest health crisis, which is anti-Semitism. And Trump was the last one. Look, continue resolution, CR was passed. So what was the point of all the Dutch thing? Oh, we found the fraud, we found the waste, but we are not going to do anything about that anyway. We're just going to go to another war in Middle East. And then we're going to take the money from the American people, the hard worker, blue collar people, their life saving, and give it to my friend and brag about that. Oh, he made $2 billion. None of them is America first. Doxing people, I don't know, like with the mask and without uniform, without badge, with the mask, with the hat, grabbing people and putting in the van, and change the state so he couldn't have access to the, I don't know what was the reason they moved him to Louisiana, so over there it wouldn't be harder for him to fight the case, because he said something that they didn't like. And if you say something that we don't want to hear, they call it, well, it is not protected by freedom of speech. Isn't like exactly what we were blaming Democrats about like blaming them off for exactly the same thing as we are doing? Man, that's just so disappointing. It's just so disappointing, and I don't know what to say, man. I don't know. Just, I really wish that was different situation. How fast we lost the hype. Wrong move after wrong move. That none of this stuff is America first. None of them. Especially what we saw today. This hawk tour type pump and dump to make American people who have nothing but that was their entire net worth, entire saving. Panicking, selling, so your billionaire friends can buy it and bring it back up. What was the point? Yeah, if that was for a reason, says, hey, we put the tariffs to bring jobs back, I would say something. But that doesn't make sense. So what was the point? Nothing got done. You paused those tariffs, so you didn't bring any jobs back. All you did was just pump and dump. Well, in this case, dump and pump. Reverse. Nothing happened to favor of American people in last week. No jobs went back. No jobs went back to United States. Only people panic. And I understand you cannot say, oh, why did you panic? Because that is all they have got. If they wanted to trust Trump for the last 2 months, he has been saying everything is about to get better. It just got worse. How many more times they have to trust him and it gets worse? Why should they have listened to him anyway? None of his policies worked out to favor of the people so far. So you cannot blame people for not listening to him. But they had listened to him for the last 20 times that he said everything gonna get better and it got worse. And all of a sudden you say, well, I'm gonna pause it. If you wanted to pause it, why did you put in the work in the first place? You could just negotiate with people. That was very wrong move. Either he's evil or too stupid. One of them. You cannot be genius and fuck up with American family. Americans people money. You know how many American people their money got lost, and you're gonna see the effect in the midterm. Wait for it. We're gonna, as a Republican conservatives, we're gonna lose the house for sure. Take it to the bank. We're gonna lose the house. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just was so excited about not that like I didn't know what I wanted. The saddest part is we exactly knew what we wanted, and he exactly promised us what we wanted. And we are not doing that only, but we are doing exactly opposite. how many millions of American people lost their money for that stupid dump and pump game. Hawk Tuish style manipulation. It's so, that's so evil. So yeah, there should be investigation to see who made the bank and who had information, who had access to those information. Because right now, like this White House thing looks like conservatives girls. They are just like the liberals with the short tops, like trying to play Barbie. Just only they have the cross necklace, make them conservative. I have so much respect for female liberals because they don't pretend. If they are showing off, if their clothes is revealing, because they don't believe in Bible. But believing in Bible and have the picture with the bikini, that's different level of stupidity. Just like a Muslim. They defend Islam, but they eat in Ramadan. Well, all of them. Either shut the fuck up and don't eat in Ramadan, or just don't. Defending Ramadan while you are not fasting, it's like talking with the modesty, family, blah blah blah. But just I have the Bible verse in my caption. Also, I have the cross. Bro, come on. The women, they are just so incompetent. I thought AOC was incompetent. AOC is genius compared to these conservative girls. They really deserve to stay home, those conservatives, because the liberals, like Hillary Clinton is a killer. She knows it. She is good. She knows what to say, how to say. Like, I wish we had more of Hillary Clinton on our side. That's Hillary. And then the men are doing nothing. What is Cash Patel doing? Drain the swamp. Where is the swamp? Why nobody has been arrested? It was all talk. So, no, I really feel. So, and from now on, I don't care really. I lost my interest. Still, I choose Trump over the other ones. Kamala or Tim Walz. But man, it's just so disastrous. It's just such a disaster. And I don't know what to say anymore. Thanks for watching. Like always, as above, so below.